All right, introduction to computers. This is Friday. This is the third day we met, week 1, day 3. We talked about binary a little bit, and we talked about bandwidth, binary and bandwidth, and then we went in and talked about computing devices and had a picture of connecting everything here together. So we talked about the processor. Processor does the main work in the computer. It works with information that's in memory. And in a atypical computing device like a PC, a laptop, and so forth, the information then in memory, things you want to retain, you would send to storage, like a hard drive or a flash drive, or burn it on a DVD. Those are the main options. Okay? Now, also, if you didn't store it that way, you could send it through a network, and we talked about the students storing their information on the H drive, which is connected to a server, be like a data server, in through the network, coming through all those particular devices. Okay? Then we also talked about some of the new devices like tablets. They have flash, in which their storage and memory are really meshed into one, and the apps keep track of the data, and they just use that memory. For example, this iPad that I'm using to record here has 32 gigabit of memory / storage. Okay? Now, to communicate this device then, we talked about either here I showed a cable connecting it, could be fiber or more than likely would be copper, connects to a switch. I also show an access point connected to the switch, in which some wireless device could connect in also. Same thing here. And we talked about being in the dorms. For example, if you stored something on H drive and you were in one lab, you could pull it up in the dorms because they're all connected to this multi-layered switch. And then we talked about servers. We have data servers, which we store information on, like the H drive and other things. And then we have servers, other types of servers that we can access also, like the web server here at NIACC, or My NIACC on the web server, or Angel are the ones we use. When we communicate with the network out, we go through a firewall. And that firewall here at NIACC, when something comes from the inside of the network, from in here, it remembers where it's going out here in the internet. For example, like if we go to Facebook, Facebook is connected to the internet is just where the traffic travels. That firewall keeps track of where it went, so it'll let things back in. If something tries to come from the internet into the network and it's not destined to one of these servers, then the firewall will block it primarily. Another server there that information comes in on is the email server. Okay? And we have a routing device. We have another major network area here at the college called the IST. But that goes to our service provider, which is the ICN, which is our connection into the internet. And then the last thing here we'll talk about is, for example, the connection at my house. Our ISP is Mediacom, comes out, we have a cable modem hooked to that cable that goes to multiple houses. And then the one cable comes into our house, and we connect it to the cable modem, and then we have one of them small routers, which acts as a switch. It's a wireless device, and it's a router there in the house so that we can connect. So, this would be a general overview of how networks work, especially in using the internet, or in this case, everything on the screen right now would be considered a local area network. More of that on Wednesday.